This video was brought to you by manco.store, which is owned by the same people as manco.trade. This site is essentially an online marketplace which allows you to buy and sell thousands of Team Fortress 2 items. You can also get your own personalised store where it has an individual link that you can send to people to where they can see all the items that you're selling and buying. The link to manco.store, the marketplace, will be down below. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video. Now today, we're going to be doing kind of like a counterpart to this video. So if you watch this one, I said leave some kind of ideas of other kinds of videos like this that you guys would like me to make, in which I go and create loadouts following a certain theme, and you guys left a ton of ideas, and one that seemed to pop up a fair amount was silly slash funny slash wacky loadouts. So I've put together 9 loadouts, one for each class, of what I believe to be the wackiest possible loadouts in Team Fortress 2 for each class. And as always, we're going to be going as the classes are presented in game, starting at the Scout and ending at the Spy. Now, in the last video, I wasn't allowed to use Halloween restricted items. In this video, I thought I may as well allow them because there's so many hilarious cosmetic sets that you can make with Halloween cosmetics that it kind of made sense to include them. Now, I want to say as well that although I did use all class items, some classes were actually a lot harder to make loadouts for than others. And I mean, there was actually some classes that I really struggled with, but I think you guys are going to enjoy. So, I mean, that's really just about it. Without further ado, we can just get straight into the first loadout, which, as I said, is going to be for the Scout. So this first loadout consists of the Pyro vision goggles, the Halloweener, and the backup. Now, I want to say I don't tend to reuse cosmetics in videos like these. However, there are a few cosmetics that I did reuse a couple times. So the Halloweener, I don't think I've ever seen this thing in game. Of course, it is a Halloween restricted item, and it kind of reminds me of the potassium bonnet, but it's a hot dog sausage with mustard all the way down it. And the way the Pyrovision goggles just pop out the middle of that is just hilarious to me. The third cosmetic being the backup, I mean, I really couldn't think of any cosmetics to put in to kind of emphasize this loadout, but I just thought it kind of not necessarily suited, but it didn't look out of place, and there was a lot of Scout cosmetics that maybe wouldn't have fit as well. So coming up next was the Soldier, and I've got to be honest lads, this is probably one of the weaker ones in the video, but it consists of the Cold Snap Coat, the Marksman, and the Executioner. Of course, the Marksman and the Executioner are all class. I just think it looks particularly hilarious on the Soldier. Like, look at that face, the way the glasses and the eyebrows and just everything pops out of the holes in the Executioner just works so well together, and that is kind of why I put this thing together. Again, the third cosmetic, it really didn't make a huge difference. I just put the Cold Snap Coat on because I painted it brown as well. I'm not sure if it's too noticeable or not, but there is brown paint in it. I thought it may have gone well, but yeah, that is probably one of the weaker loadouts in the video. Now coming on to what is probably my favourite loadout of the video. This is the Pyro loadout, which consists of the Pop Eyes, the Lollichop Liquor, which is a Halloween cosmetic, and the Head Prize. And the Head Prize is of course an all-class hat, but the way the Pop Eyes looks with it and the way they pop out and are looking in opposite directions is just quite frankly hilarious to me. And when you've got the big tongue poking out underneath that Head Prize as well, it looks like a big crazy dog is the only real way I can describe this loadout. And I was actually inspired by Peter Scrap's tweet. I'll put it on the screen now. This was ages ago. I just remember this loadout so vividly in my head. It is ingrained into my brain. I'm scarred from this loadout, and it just stuck with me, which is the reason I included it in this video, because I feel like there's no real wackier loadout possible on the Pyro. So coming up next, we have the Demoman loadout, and this one once again is all class cosmetics, but just the way these things look together is hilarious to me. So we're going to be using the Deadliest Catch, which was a promo item for the Octodad game, the Allfather painted gold, and the Tartan Loons. And of course the Deadliest Catch and the Allfather are two all class or multi-class cosmetics. And I just think the way that, especially when it's painted gold, it looks like it's part of the same cosmetics. So you have this like octopus head with a big beard coming out underneath it. It almost looks like an extension on the tentacles, which I just think is fantastic. And the Tartan Loons themselves are pretty, not necessarily questionable cosmetic, but it's definitely quite a humorous cosmetic when it's not used in a full loadout. So guys, coming up next, I'm sure when you think of wacky and funny loadouts in Team Fortress 2, there's one cosmetic that springs to mind with without doubt, and that is going to be for the heavy. And I knew, as soon as I kind of crossed my mind with the idea for this video, I knew one cosmetic that would have to feature in this loadout, and that is going to be the Chicken Kiev, the deadliest catch once again, and the jungle booty. And the Chicken Kiev is just an absolute staple piece of memery within Team Fortress 2. And when it's combined with the deadliest catch, which by the way is a combo that actually works in game, you get these massive googly eyes coming out of the bird, and I just think it makes it 10 times better. And the jungle booty as well is just such like a meme cosmetic in Team Fortress 2. It's these big like short shorts for the heavy, and just everything about this loadout works together. This has got to be up there with one of my favourite loadouts for the heavy in this, or my favourite loadouts in this video, I should say. And just overall, I'm really happy with how it came out. And as I said in the last video, guys, if there's anything you'd change on any of these loadouts, or maybe you have a wacky loadout yourself, then do be sure to send it in down in the comments below, and I will read it, and I may even make a part 2 with loadouts that you guys have sent in. So this next loadout, I'm actually proud of this one, right? I'm really happy that I made this. All of these were made on loadout.tf, and I put this together consisting of the Clockworks helm, the Egghead's overalls, and the Dell in the shell. And the Dell in the shell is one of the last Halloween cosmetics we received, and it's part of the like engineer turtle set, but the way the Clockworks helm sits over it with those red goggles just looks absolutely hilarious to me. Like the way the red goggles sit on top of this turtle's head is just great. And then we have the big belly of the Egghead's overalls as well, just giving us this weird turtle fat human mutant with red eyes and a big helmet. Like I just think everything in this loadout looks really funny to me, and this has got to be one of the ones in this video that I'm more happy with for sure. So this next one was actually submitted to me on Twitter. It consists of the polar pullover, the pyrovision goggles, and the mad mask. And this is a medic loadout. Oh, I also put the burly beast on as well, just because I thought we would emphasize it a bit more. But this is a loadout that completely covers the medic's head entirely. The eye region's covered, then we have an extra pair of goggles on top of those goggles, and the bottom half of the face is covered with a gas mask. And I just think it's incredibly creepy, but also kind of wacky at the same time. And I know with the burly beast, there's a few other wacky loadouts that could be made. So once again, if you have any ideas for a better, more wacky medic loadout, then let me know down in the comments below. But I think this one was pretty good, and thank you to the person who submitted it to me on Twitter. Now up next we have the sniper loadout, and this sniper loadout, I'm ashamed to say, consists 2 out of 3 of the cosmetics that are Halloween rated. So we've got the Mr. Mundy's Wild Ride, the Slithering Scarf, and the Marsupial Muzzle. And I just think it's absolutely hilarious. I mean, the cosmetics individually are fantastic. The Marsupial Muzzle, which replaces the sniper's head with a kangaroo, I'm pretty sure. And the Mr. Mundy's Wild Ride, which replaces the leg region with a ostrich, I'm pretty sure that's meant to be. And it just looks hilarious. It literally looks like we've got some weird human donkey hybrid with a snake necklace riding on the back of an ostrich, and that is the most wacky thing you could possibly think of when it comes to Team Fortress 2 cosmetics. However, these are Halloween restricted though, so I just thought they were too good not to include in a loadout. And guys, for the last loadout in the video, we have the Spy. And it wouldn't be a wacky loadouts video if it didn't include the famous potassium bonnet. So this loadout consists of the potassium bonnet, the marksman, and the Chicago overcoat. This loadout to me is just hilarious. I had a spy loadout planned for this video, but when Iman tweeted me this one, I knew it had to be included in the video. The way the marksman sits underneath the potassium bonnet is just hilarious to me, and even the Chicago overcoat as well. The way the collar's raised and like almost trying to be subtle when you have a massive banana in your head and these hilariously obnoxious disguise glasses. Like everything about this loadout is just hilarious and completely contradicts the kind of sneaky and kind of like undertone theme that the spy is meant to have as a class. You can't really be sneaking about with a massive banana on your head. But guys, that is just about it for this video. If you did enjoy, then please do remember to leave a like and let me know your thoughts down below. Once again, leave any changes or maybe wacky loadouts down below, along with video ideas for more kind of loadout orientated videos. If you guys give me a theme such as wacky or such as overused, etc., then I may even make a video on it in the near future. So do leave your ideas down below or in my Discord in the video ideas room. But that is just about it, guys. Thank you again so much for watching, and peace. Good mate, it's never gonna come like Skate 4. I'm so consistent like my heartbeat. Always up the top like Vardy. In the scene nobody's getting past me. You think you're better than me hardly. I'm a one's like a one-man army. Gotta grind up and get myself a car G. Cop a nice yard with the palm trees. Put until then I'll focus on my craft. See I get a lot of hate like trash guys. Stop but your girl gets gassed at the tracks.